All right, so I went to Arby's for the first time. We've always written it off as a place where
Like a second tier fast food
like
place.
a second or even third tier fast food place. But I saw a post about a roast beef sandwich on the internet, and I was like, I want a roast beef sandwich. I go to Arby's and I find out they have a smoked brisket sandwich. I've been looking for a quality brisket place on Long Island, and I can't find quality barbecue anywhere. And even if we ever have like a quality barbecue place, it's gone within a couple months because local businesses fail. But they had a really solid smoked brisket sandwich. I've had it twice in 2 days.
All right. I mean, I'm not a fan of brisket or corned beef or any of that shit.
And I got a Reuben too. It's delicious.
I don't like that. I mean, does it taste like corned beef and cabbage?
No, it's Harrison. You gotta like experiment a little bit, and like you gotta be vulnerable with the food. It's a new experience, and it is life changing.
You gotta let your taste bud guards down.
So Arby's typically gets a lot of shit from everybody, everywhere, all the time.
I like the commercials
about everything except the curly fries. The curly fries are widely
Those
regarded
are gas too.
and I was in the car with him watching him eat this monstrosity today, and I mean, it smelled kind of good. I'm not gonna lie.
It was delicious.
You also don't like hash browns, which is nuts to me because
That's,
you like French fries and you like tater tots, but you don't like hash browns.
No, I don't like tater tots either.
That's insane. It's all the same stuff.
No, I like French fry. I like potatoes in only two forms.
To be honest, I'll even go as far as saying that hash browns and tater tots are better than French fries. They're fluffier and crunchier. No. And I love French fries.
French fries are better, and then a salad, like a baked potato split open, is great, or a diced up potato that's been like fried or sautéed or something.
Yeah, like a home fry type thing.
Yeah, like a home fry potato.
Yeah, that's crazy because that's literally all that they're delicious.
This helmet's crushing your eyebrow. I don't like that. There we go.
Is that bothering you?
No, it was like ripping your eyebrow apart.
They're like amazing.
No, you have the taste buds of an elementary school kid. Like he does not. You don't eat like a grown up.
I have an underdeveloped palate because I don't eat things like. I mean, you don't eat Brussels sprouts or broccoli either.
I do if it's on the plate.
It tastes like shit.
I don't eat that shit either.
I throw it out. That's crap. I like vegetables, but I like the colorful ones. The green ones suck.
I like exotic
I don't eat any vegetables. I don't like any of them at all. And everybody at lunch is like, all of your lunches are one color all the time. And I'm like, no.
Wait, but it's the hummus fit. But
yeah, but it's
they have vegetables.
I don't eat. What do you mean they have vegetables?
Wait, what's
no dish that I ever get has vegetables.
Actually, you know what? I get the ones with vegetables. You don't.
Yeah, I don't do. Okay, well, the Tex-Mex bowl.
Tex-Mex,
that I do.
Tomatoes and
I eat that.
cilantro and other shit. Like,
that's like delicious. Yeah, that's fantastic. But I mean, you'll never catch me snacking on broccoli or.
All right, that's gross. That's
no one
sick.
does that. Well, actually, some people do
psychopaths
that.
Do that.
Some sick bastards that do it. Carrots are like, I don't have anything against them, but I wouldn't. Okay. I would never.
I've never.
At no point in the day am I like, man, I want a carrot.
I have never, ever.
Fruits are better.
Snacked on carrots.
I mean, because Quinn, you have like your obsession with mangoes.
I love exotic fruit. Like I will go to the store. Maybe after this, I'm gonna run to the store and get a pineapple. And eat
Pineapples are delicious.
Pineapples, and mangoes. I love that shit.
I think pineapples are probably the best tasting fruit out there.
They are so incredible.
I don't like pineapple.
Watermelon's a little too.
I don't like pineapple. I don't like peach. Sucks. Watermelon is just like water.
It's nothing. Watermelon is nothing.
Yeah, you know what is actually delicious?
So why would you have a watermelon?
It's like biting into a watermelon. It's like biting into a water-filled sponge, soaked sponge.
Blueberries are really good.
They are good, yeah.
Blueberries are delicious.
Welcome to the party, Cameron. I've known that.
Strawberries are okay. Blueberries,
are right.
Freaking fantastic.
I haven't had any real like blueberries they tasted stale. I think they were in our house.
Yep, because I had fresh blueberries. Someone at my job was like, "Here, you need to eat fruit or you'll die." So he gave me a blueberry, and I had it, and it was life-changing.
Cameron,
it was magical.
I'm going to tell you something right now, but fruit is amazing. It's better than candy. It's natural and it's healthy for you. Yes, it is. You have never had it.
It depends on.
I don't crave candy. I crave mangoes and pineapple. Like you don't understand.
Pineapple is fantastic.
It's not true.
Pineapple is so good.
You can't sit here and possibly tell me that this bullshit that came from the ground is better than this Sour Patch Kid that was engineered to perfection. Okay.
Fruits don't come from the ground. Vegetables do.
Same shit. It doesn't matter. You're not beating the stuff that was designed to be eaten. Okay.
I mean,
right about that.
Though pineapple is, it's like the perfect not only flavor, juiciness, texture. It's got that slight crunch to it. It's great.
Pineapple?
Have you ever had pineapple?
Fantastic.
I hate pineapple.
Have you ever had pineapple?
Have you ever eaten
Yes, and I hated
it. Literally.
I sat down and gave it a legitimate effort.
The only
way
somebody hates pineapple is if you bit the skin.
Yeah, I'm not getting this.
It's horrible.
Did you bite the spiky pine cone part?
No, I ate the inside, the bullshit on the inside, and it was not good.
Okay, when and where did you eat the core? I've never seen this. I don't believe this.
I was like force-fed it, I think on the boat at one point, and then again at our house. and I hated it.
Not answering the questions.
Bro,
How old
I
were
love
you?
salmon, and I had it for the first time when our mom made it, and I
Like
hated it.
17,
Now I love it.
and then like
I made it.
18 or 19.
No, bud. I'm gonna buy one tonight. You're gonna eat it. We're
I'm
going
not
to-
gonna eat it.
Cameron, the only people I've never
Keep
met
that
someone
shit
who
away
doesn't
from
like
me.
pineapple. It is
Pineapple's
literally
delicious.
It's like genetically, it's biologically impossible for you to not like it because it's filled with sugar and it's sweet.
It's sugary as fuck. It's great.
It's like
It's
you
disgusting.
can't not like it.
I hate the flavor of it. I don't like the actual flavor.
Really?
By the way, mangoes. I was like, mangoes are kind of an acquired taste, but you got to eat them when they're really ripe, and you don't cut that shit like a normal. Like the way you see people on TikTok cut it, that takes all the juice out. You peel it like an apple and you bite into that shit. There's a course, so you gotta be careful. But oh my god,
Do people really want to hear us talk about fruit, though?
oh fucking maybe they do. I don't care what they want to hear. I want to talk about food.
It's not about you guys. I could give a fuck what you guys want. So
Wait, no, I have a.
yeah, I
have
don't.
a-
I just don't think that any fruit will ever be, a candy.
Yeah, but I don't, Cameron. That's because you don't give fruit a fair
Well,
shot.
the thing is, you
You
can
just
eat,
try
you
to-
can
at
eat as
25
much
years-
fruit as you want. You're not going to feel sick. Candy,
Blood.
you will.
At 25 years old, you
I
just tried a
disagree.
blueberry for the first time. You have not given fruit a fair shot.
I disagree.
But then again, there are things that what things do I hate that most people like? I mean, yeah, the tater tot shit.
Yeah, tater tots are amazing.
I eat everything. I
I
don't
don't
even
like
garbage can.
They're
I
so
don't-
good.
I don't like tater tots.
I was a
just the
human
texture.
garbage can. I'm a very
It's the texture.
regimented, despite what everything I just said, I'm a very healthy, regimented eater these days.
I think I'm actually gonna do another walk after we pod today.
I already did a big walk, so I'm totally fine.
many
I just
miles
went to
did you do?
Chipotle. I did 2 miles,
Wait, how many times? Where'd you do it?
just twice around the block.
Twice around that circle? That's actually
Whatever the circle is that we do.
Oh, you guys.
that's
do
actually
that?
not 2 miles.
No,
That's
I do.
No,
I
that's
go
2
by
miles.
No,
miles.
it's-
I go by
I've tracked
it's
it.
3 miles.
Well, then I did
Each
3 miles.
one time around,
But
that's
that's-
1.4 miles.
No, I go by.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 100%.
I go by just an hour. I walk wherever I can get in an hour,
It's
I-
roughly 3 miles.
and I make sure. Would that take? Actually, I mean, it could be. Yeah.
Or you
I've
could
done
run,
all the
I hate
calculations
running,
already.
I'll
You
never
could run 2 miles in six minutes or 12 minutes. You could run 2 miles.
No, nobody can run. An Olympic athlete.
Usain Bolt,
can't even do
maybe.
No, I could do 2 miles in 15 minutes, easy. The only thing
Okay,
is
that's a lot different from 6.
okay. Well, 6. No, I said 6 minutes per mile, so 12.
That's still
Eight.
really
That's an
hard.
8-minute mile, which is like an average healthy person
I'm better than
speed.
that. Okay, but even if it took 20 minutes, it's
6
really
minute
quick.
mile is like super athlete.
But the walk,
Usain Bolt, I think, is
The
4
record
minutes.
is like 4 minutes.
the beautiful thing about the walk is you don't suffer at all. You,
I didn't break a
You
sweat.
don't break a sweat. You burn the calories. You listen to your music. You take your time. It's relaxing. It's therapeutic.
easy. You can do it every day.
Do it every day. Running, you're going to be tired. You're
Running
going to be
sucks.
starving after because you just burned all that. You're going to eat your calories right back, and you're
Yeah.
going to want to sleep the whole day.
Running, I hate, and I'll never do it. I speed walk on the treadmill at the gym after weights, and then I'll walk around the block. But I'm not gonna ever run.
I did enjoy running when I did it, but walking is just more sustainable.
Running, I mean, you can
It
have
is,
like a
it's,
nice,
like,
you can get a nice physique running, but like for the most part, it just ruins your body. Like it just,
And it will burn your muscle if you
you
do
get
excessive.
that-
I didn't look bad when
But
I was
you
running,
can.
but it's also like years difference. Like I spent.
But you can. I mean,
Years.
there's.
No, you guys were running too much, and I was
I've seen-
walking.
Yeah, but I also didn't have enough muscle mass to, for me, it's not that I was running too much. It's that the problem is always lack of muscle mass.
Well, you could deny science. I mean, people do that all the time.
Well, that's that's
Harrison, you're a
de-
personal trainer.
Well,
What's your
the
opinion?
running can make you
Yes.
burn off your muscle if you do it too much, or if you're not eating enough protein, not enough weight training.
You were running too much. You were trying to run a mile
Nobody
a day.
gets this right the first time. Just
Yeah.
I mean, actually, maybe some people.
I
but
do. I get
I
everything
didn't,
right
but
first.
still, regardless. Off topic. Well, new topic. So I was thinking, with the possibility of like getting a dog, I was looking at the on Amazon little pee pad things, and I saw they had fantastic reviews. So I just decided to write my own. Cameron, I want you to read it out loud.
Okay, here we go.
It's a dog pee pad, by the way.
Top quality, the best out there. I even peed on them to test them out. Super absorbent, no leak. They passed human trials.
Yes, they did. I laughed a
Did this
lot.
did this get taken down?
No, it's up. They even emailed me saying, thank you for your review, and they put it up. It's the most recent review. So if anybody wants to read it on their screen, just look up Mr. Peanut's Premium Ultra Absorbent Gel Pee Pads.
That's our sponsor for today's
They're
episode.
sponsor for today, and they're my review on the review section. I'm the last one that was posted, so first one
We've
up.
been using them all week.
Yeah, they're approved for human trials.
You guys can't see it, but we don't even take breaks when we shoot these episodes. We have them down on the floor in front of us,
Yeah.
and we just zoom in and then take care of business.
I wonder if they test animal products on humans,
That'd be fair.
right?
We test human products on animals.
What would they test on humans?
Dog biscuits.
Like, what's something really fucked up? Collars. Tested on humans.
Shot collar.
Shot collar. Tested.
That'd be funny.
Tested on human beings. That's pretty funny. That could be a funny sketch. The other thing I wanted to speak about today was...
That is a good idea. Animal products being tested on humans.
Do you know that there is no new movie stars are being manufactured the way that they used to? So instead of creating a movie star like Tom Hanks or Tom Cruise or
Tom Holland.
Any other than Tom's?
Leo DiCaprio, anybody named Tom. That's why none of them are named Tom, right? No, but there's this thing called, you'll notice it, White Boy of the Month. So every month or so, there's a new white boy who's famous, and then after that, he stops getting roles, and he doesn't blossom to this big movie star that everyone anticipated, pretty much because they're not going to take this white kid who is now famous, and they didn't have to pay a lot for him to get to that point, because now he's going to demand a premium of $20 million to do something, so they're just going to get a new white boy who's good looking, who can act.
Is this something you're just noticing, or is this real?
No, this is a real trend that's happening. And they'll just put him in a movie.
Who is this month's white boy?
Well, I mean, I think the last guys were the Menendez brothers show. Everyone's obsessed with them. Before them, it was Outer Banks, right?
Okay, that's more like white boy of the year.
White boy every 6 months or so. They do come with these hit shows, and they take a notice of this. Those people in Outer Banks haven't really done much after. Maybe a few shows. Maybe they will in a couple years.
They're in a couple other Netflix movies, but they're not like super popular.
They haven't burst to stardom the way that people predicted they would for those shows. Even Matt Rife. He hasn't been in any.
Who's Matt Rife?
He's a successful comedian, but he hasn't been in.
He's not honestly that.
I mean,
Matt Rife's pretty funny.
He's pretty funny. He's not the funniest person in the world.
I liked his joke about like the
he's got good
women in the
crowd
kitchen while she's got a black eye.
No, he's got good crowd. He's got good crowd work.
She wouldn't have that black eye if you maybe cooked a little better.
Having an emergency stomach problem.
What happened?
That's what we got the pee pads for.
What are you doing?
Be right back.
What?
Be right back.
Can you pause the camera?
No, just keep going.
Okay, that's
All
fine.
right.
All right. Wait. So. Yeah.
Okay.
Are we gonna cut that? Or?
No, I think we should leave it.
I think we should leave
People
that.
think it's funny. He's got to take a shit.
What the fuck is that? Okay. So. Wait. Okay. So White Boy of the Month. Yeah. Instead, before Cameron had to take a shit. Instead of basically having to build a movie star and then pay them this premium, they just get a new White Boy of the Month every couple months.
I mean, yeah, back in like the early 2000s, it was all like, even like actually more like starting in, at least from our time, we could think of like the 80s stars, well, because we know the movies. There's like Kevin Costner,
even that though.
Sylvester's. They're like all the big like lead action guys. There's no modern day lead action guy.
Well, because those guys have stayed the lead guy for 50 years now.
But
no one's going to retire from the best job in the world.
No, but there's other guys like there's Tom Cruise, like you were saying.
Yeah, but they're still doing it. That's the problem. Eventually, they're going to age out naturally. But I've had this conversation with people working.
No, but
in the industry.
there's other 8 lead guys who took over, like Chris Hemsworth, younger.
Yeah, new guys
40s,
come
I think
in.
now.
Yeah, I know, but it's like.
But he was the new guy for like maybe the early 2000s.
No, he was the new guy when Marvel started happening. He's been on the scene.
Okay,
Him and his
so
brother have been
mid-2000s.
around forever. But they really only came into the scene.
Oh, did you know also that what's the guy who's popular now? Glenn Powell. He's
another White Boy.
No, but did you know that where he was in? I don't know about his first movie, but he was a Spy Kid.
Yes, he's been around
He
forever.
was in Spy Kids 3.
Austin Butler was
the kid that was supposed to be like the really smart one.
Yeah.
And they doesn't even look like that anymore.
Isn't that wild? That guy's just been acting and nobody knew it for 20-something years.
And what's I just showed you could be like a child. You could act for a long time before you actually blow up.
Yeah. So it's not for the lighthearted.
But what's you popping a zit on camera?
Ah, no. I have a scar on my leg.
But what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Fucking pimple.
It hurts.
Whatever the hell that is.
A bug bite.
But still, Chris Hemsworth started. He became like a lead guy in like the Marvel movies. Well, like in Thor, Avengers. And he still kind of is like, but there's no new guys coming up to replace him.
Exactly. It's like
so the White Boy of the Month thing. They just pick some guy who they're just going to be. Everyone will be hyped about for a couple of months.
Yeah, and then they
it's like Tom Holland. There was a little bit of Andrew Garfield.
Exactly, and it's like these people don't continue. Sometimes they do. Maybe it's just that becoming a movie star of like Tom Cruise's level or Leo DiCaprio is a really rare thing. Well, because it takes a lot. It's not easy. Some of these people just have a moment and they fall off because it takes work.
I'm thinking of every one of these lead guys. They're all a little older. They're like in their 40s usually. 40s
they started when they were younger, but they've like stayed on top.
But then who? I mean, you could easily pick an actor that's in movies now who could go on to be the leading man type. But who could that be? mid-20s, 30s guy who could go on to be like
They could take
in all
somebody
those like
and
Mission
say,
Impossible type.
we're going to
movies.
make him the biggest movie star in the world and do it if he didn't have an ounce of talent, I think. It's just about putting him in front of
true.
people. To a degree, give
Just-
or take,
I
obviously.
mean, you gotta like I don't know, mold him in the right way.
I think it's just about
Like
putting
The
people-
Rock. Actually,
He's been around forever, too.
he's been like a lead guy since he got on camera. I assume. Like,
Do you remember that first movie he did where there's like a firefighter or like it's like called The Fireman, I think, or something like
I
that?
have no idea what his first
He's
movie
been in
is.
some movies from the early 2000s. I remember seeing them and not know, and he had hair, and I was like, I didn't know it was The Rock. He was just that guy, and then you look
The
back,
Rock
and,
also.
oh, it's The Rock.
The Rock used to be darker.
Really?
I mean, I just noticed that.
Maybe he hasn't been in the sun. I don't know.
He used to be darker.
Kevin Hart's another one. Remember, he was in Scary Movie 3.
Kevin Hart,
Like
yeah,
in
because
2005?
He wasn't big. Yeah, he wasn't big then, and he had a different look. He had no facial hair.
Yeah.
That other guy, I don't know his name, was like the that filled that role.
Uh-huh.
The loud yelling guy. I don't know his name, but Scary Movie 2, and like a whole lot of other stuff.
Oh, yeah. He was that guy, and he's been replaced by Kevin Hart.
yeah,
He was also in
kinda
Kangaroo
like
Jack.
Kangaroo Jack. He's like the funny, like comical sidekick type of guy.
Yeah.
Well, and they both kind of yell and whine a lot, but it's funny.
Yeah, because like every actor has their own niche that they fall into.
Yeah.
You know, nobody can do it all.
That's why they had that movie about Kevin Hart trying to be the lead man because he doesn't really fit the type.
What movie is that?
What's it called? I forgot what it's called, but it has. Who's the guy in Grease?
John Travolta?
John Travolta. It has John Travolta in it. He goes to an acting school to teach him how to be a leading man.
Be a leading man.
I forgot what it's called.
How old is it?
There's 2 of them. It's like maybe 3 years old.
I've never heard of that.
It's on Netflix. I forgot what it's called, but it teaches him. You can just look it up. Kevin Hart, leading man acting school, and it'll show the movie.
Look it up.
I guess Cameron's not coming back.
I guess not. Kevin Hart, leading man. I'm going to cut that into a trailer where he storms off set. Okay, it's called Lift and Die Hard.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, is it a joke? Is it like an actual movie or
It's a
is
movie.
is it a show?
Die Hard. That's it. Yeah.
Is it about Kevin Hart though?
It's
or
a
is
movie where he
Yeah,
stars.
but is it like he's playing himself?
Yeah, he plays himself. in it.
Oh, okay.
But it's a movie, and it's Kevin Hart is always like the funny guy, and he wants to be taken seriously as an actor. He wants to get like more of the James Bond type of roles instead of what he's usually doing.
Why though?
He thinks he's not taken seriously enough. I don't know.
I don't know. His bank account.
I don't know,
probably
you're
takes him
rich as
pretty
shit.
serious. Like, I don't get that. It's
I mean,
like-
the thing is, that's what I was thinking. In the movie, he's like all pissed off. He's not taken seriously, and then he rolls up to the action school where he's assuming like they're thinking, oh, he's not good enough. He rolls up in an Aston Martin. I'm like, come on, I'm fine being the joke.
maybe
Rich
it's
as
just
fuck, like and being
people don't ever take comedy serious enough, which I think is the biggest.
comedy
most
movies
unfortunate thing ever.
need to win Oscars too, not just all these
Yeah.
overly dramatic
Back.
things that like I don't know the movies that have to be taken too
Manchester
seriously.
by the Sea.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Well, you
movie
know what
I've
it
ever
is?
fucking
This
seen.
is
I
why
hate
Hollywood's
that
slowly killing itself and cannibalizing because
because they don't pick shit
they
people
don't
like.
pick shit people like.
People
I
like
mean, when you make
people
the worst movies, win every award, and it's just like these are the best movies in
They
the
pick
world.
the artsy fartsy shit.
It's like, okay,
Like-
well, no wonder nobody's watching the Oscars, and in 10 years, nobody might care, unfortunately. Because you're picking movies that you need to throw
Pick
a couple
some
films
good
in there people
stuff.
care about.
Pick some movies that people actually fucking like.
And they exist.
And,
You know?
and I feel
comedy
like,
should get more recognition because it's so much harder. Drama, you can watch and say, I didn't like it, but it was a good movie.
but there are
Comedy,
good dramas
if you
out there
don't-
like
If you don't laugh at comedy, though, it's not good. It's that
Good Will
simple.
Hunting. That had to have won something, right?
Oh, that won a ton of Oscars.
Good.
That's not
See?
a comedy, though. It's
No,
a
but
great
I'm
movie.
just saying, as for dramas, like that's a great movie. But a movie like another, like Manchester by the Sea, piece of trash.
Yeah.
And that is highly regarded for some reason. Horrible fucking movie. So
Did you see it?
dumb. Yes, you have
I
never
didn't-
seen
I
it?
didn't watch it. I'm
It's
watching it
so
on Netflix
stupid.
right now.
It's so depressing and lame. It's just this dad is like dad like bonding with his like stepson or son or whatever, and they're just not getting along, and it's so depressing. It's so boring.
One day I'm gonna write a movie that's depressing and there's just a gay main character and it's gonna win.
It's
an
gonna win
Oscar.
every
It's
award.
gonna
Then.
Yeah.
It's gonna
You want to know what a
It's gonna
banger
sweep.
is though? We Bought a Zoo.
That's Matt
That's
Damon's
a
best
good
work.
zoo. A good zoo. Good movie. I like that one.
Because it's like got that drama aspect, but it's
Yeah.
also got like Matt Damon and Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, that's
So
a good
it's
movie.
pretty solid. Chipotle's Hot Honey Chicken Bowl.
Oh, that's why.
Really good. Don't eat it before your podcast.
Oh shit! So what did that? If you don't mind talking about it, how did that come on like very strong? I was like, you wouldn't have left unless it was like.
Yeah, so I just felt a violent disturbance in my pants.
Holy shit.
I just had to leave, had to go, destroyed my bathroom, but I'm back now.
Welcome
So.
back. I was like, what the fuck is he doing? And I'm gonna cut that to make it look like you stormed off set because you were angry.
You should have ran off having your hand to your ass. Like,
I
hold
did.
it all
You
in.
didn't see me run.
Do you want us to
I
cut
see
that
your
or?
hand.
No, I don't care.
Okay, so
I
we'll
just
leave it.
said no. I was bad. If I didn't leave, I would have shit my pants.
I thought you had a mic malfunction.
No, I had a bowel malfunction.
I heard you say you said stomach malfunction.
I was like, I'm having violent stomach issues, and I just had to run.
What is that?
But I'm back now.
What is
Listen, it was fucking
What is that?
delicious.
What's that tinfoil thing?
That's a ball of tinfoil.
Those
I
are
made.
the hats from the Alien
Yeah.
episode.
Not a ball, it's
Really
a lump.
fucking delicious. Just, you know.
Wait, so
Don't
Hurt my
consume
stomach.
if you have anywhere important to be afterwards.
Yeah.
do you
it
think
won't
should we do a couch on the set? I feel like it
Yeah,
literally will make a
honestly.
much more fluid conversation.
I wanna
I'm just
thinking- circle back to
I'd say
something
yeah,
before-
but I'm just thinking how much a couch costs.
I don't care about you. We'll figure that out. But
I'm saying
my
like,
bigger
let's
thing is
let's try to
we-
keep it.
can we get a couch that
under-
fits the space?
that's
This is
easy.
a very restrictive space.
I said a
And-
circular,
last
a
couch-
circular
no.
couch would have been awesome.
Obviously, a circular couch, or an L couch.
Like I think.
But
it'd
the
be,
point is, though, obviously measure beforehand, not like what Cameron
We don't do that shit here.
didn't do. When they designed this room, somebody chose not to measure it and just eyeballed shit.
And it
Or
worked out
barely.
which is
beautifully.
crazy because we had our very talented friend Cameron's create the sign back here, and Cameron just gave her
Didn't give her
didn't
measurements
give her
either.
measurements. Just said fuck with it, rock with
And
it.
she
I
did a
think-
great job.
Well,
Look at how it
Actually,
came
it's
out.
actually wasted a lot.
Wait,
Could
I
have
just
wasted a
realized-
lot of time. It
I didn't
worked out,
realize
but
you didn't measure two things in a
no,
row.
imagine that.
That's so retarded.
Hey, just make
But-
you should put 30 hours of work in
I
on the
had a
side.
rough.
Don't
I had a very.
so
I had a not
fucking
rough
dumb.
but not exact measurement, and I said do this, and you know, it'll come out great. I have complete faith, and obviously it did. We have these beautiful
Yeah,
fucking
it's not like we
signs.
don't have tape measures. Our dad's a
We're taking
carpenter.
30
we have all of
minutes,
the
30
shit.
seconds.
So I want to circle back to the Menendez brothers.
The man and I.
What were we saying about like?
The white boy. You missed the whole white boy.
Yeah.
Of the
There was
month.
something before that though about like
You're talking about how like there's no mean
hitting women.
No, that's later. But
Somebody said something about that here though, right?
No, our mics were off when we said that. Okay.
no, but it was about the main man Hollywood thing. Like how like there's no lead guys anymore.
No, but there was something about
There's no more,
just
like,
hitting
Tom
women, and
Cruises.
it reminded me of a really, really great joke that I saw. Someone,
Oh, no, I remember. It was the Matt Rife thing where the girl with the black eyes. Like
Yes,
she would
exactly.
have been, maybe didn't have that if she was better.
Yeah, somebody posted their text chain, and he's like, "My wife just crashed the Mustang," and the guy's like, "Oh my God, is she okay?" And he, no. So he's like, "My wife crashed the Mustang," and the guy's friend says, "Oh my God, is she hurt?" And he says, "Not yet. She's locked herself in the basement."
What the fuck? That's not where I thought this was going. I thought when you said, "Is she hurt?" like referring to the car, like, "Oh, she's got a little scratch here and there."
No, it's
Not even thinking about his wife, thinking about the car. That's where I thought this was going.
No, he's gonna beat up his wife.
I know she's
crashed
hiding in the
car.
basement. Yeah, did you see?
was
I
a banger.
sent an email on my work email, which my coworker friend told me afterwards I should have just done it on a personal email. It was a Happy Women's Day thing, and it was just a scratched up rim. This is Happy International Women's Day.
Wait, you said that on your work email? Are you fucking kidding me?
I only sent it to one guy, but
I've
I've
done
Everyone has access to your work email.
I know.
Right?
I think it's funny.
my work email. I
You
sign
wouldn't get
off
fired
with
for that
a
'cause you work at a real company.
Love Cameron. I've done that. Somebody asked for a whole bunch of
Love Cameron.
yeah, they asked for a bunch of like receipts and stuff. So it's like, here's the invoices you wanted. Love Cameron.
I did that to a professor one time. I was running late to class. I was like, "Sorry, professor, I'm running late. Had an emergency. Hope you can forgive me. Love, Quinn."
Was that like male
He didn't really like that.
He didn't like that.
Did he ever bring it up or?
No, he didn't talk about it.
That's so
But one night,
funny.
I got an email the next night at 3 a.m. You up?
But really, I did send that thing, Happy International Women's Day, just a scratched up rim.
There's a lot of funny corporate stuff that
I told
me and my coworker we
forward
always
to
send
everybody.
corporate memes back and forth. It's actually really funny. One of them is like, now you need to start saying, "I hope this email finds you before I do,"
That's funny.
because like if someone's pissing you off, there's a lot of really
Yeah.
funny corporate lingo that if you just put a funny twist
I
on
wish
it.
I could send some hilarious joke that would be offensive, and I could do it anonymously.
Maybe just don't do that at work. Just find another
My
work.
job is so boring. I need to entertain myself. Somehow.
Well, someone actually said something really funny. Our friend, my boy Big J, we went out last night and we were like, why can't Harrison go? So I said he's got work in the morning. So he actually had a really interesting thought. He's like, will they even notice if he's not there?
Thing is,
Are they capable?
it's my bosses will notice.
Okay, because I said Maybe they won't know. He's like, can you just like Phil like put something in the chair in this place?
Put like a dummy in there.
Well, yeah, whoa.
He
Like,
asked,
the
will the
people-
Pop-Tarts notice
Yeah,
if you just put something
not the
like
boss.
an object there?
They're not.
Unfortunately, yeah, they will.
They're normal functioning people
Okay, that's not true.
to a
But
degree.
Now they're more like.
They do copious amounts of drugs.
Yeah, but they'll know when I'm gone and I'm not there.
Yeah. On that note, I think that's all the topics we have for today, right?
That's pretty
I
much.
think we're gonna wrap it up there about 30 minutes. Do you have anything else?
No, that's
All
pretty
right.
much covered it all.
Guys, thank you for watching this episode of the podcast. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast.